Hello people, I'm Leroy and today I'll be helping you to transition from Mobile Legends to Wild Rift. So everyone has a different playstyle and these different playstyles you're assigned a role to them. So in league terms, we have mid, ADC, jungler, offlane, and support. Yeah, but due to some changes for Wild Rift and your laning system, we're gonna go by these terms instead. So we have mid, jungler, baron laner, dragon laner, and support. Do take note, I'll be matching Mobile Legends champions to League of Legends champions by their playstyle and similarity in skill. This is a 5-part series and let's start with mid champions. First, we have Ahri. She is a tricky AP champion to play against and have a unique and all-rounded kit that very few mid laners possess. She has wave clear, mobility, CC, and burst, making her really suitable for solo queue, but sometimes she just tends to lack sustained damage in the late game. Ahri really resembles Harith from Mobile Legends. Just like her, Harith is very elusive and a similar playstyle but with tons of sustained damage and great wave clear. Her ultimate is like Harith's first skill. She's able to CC champions and deal decent damage. So if you're familiar with that kind of playstyle, she's definitely your go-to champion in Wild Rift. Next we have Annie. She is the equivalent of Valier in Mobile Legends. However, she is a glass cannon champion. So she has tons of damage potential and able to mostly one-shot squishy heroes with some CCs in the kit. Her first ability is a skill shot and her second skill is an AoE cone damage without the knockback. Her ultimate does instant AoE damage and burns nearby enemies, and the bear attacks too. The bear will literally chase the person. By dealing any 4 abilities on an enemy, her passive will take effect, stunning the enemy, which is similar to Valir's passive as well. Now Cassiopeia is one of the few champions that I couldn't match any heroes from Mobile Legends with. She has insane DPS, huge late game potential because of her passive, and she's a very high skill cap champion. But she does suffer from mobility and range in her kit. Due to her passive, Cassiopeia can't purchase any boots at all. And I think she's the only one with this unique passive. So her first skill is like a small AoE blast that deals damage and increase her movement speed if it lands on the enemy. And her second skill is an AoE cone damage that leaves a poison of cloud on the ground. So enemies inside the cloud are basically immobilized. They can't use any mobility skills or any movement abilities, and her ultimate channels an inner Medusa, so she turns people into rock. That's cool, right? Anyway, I don't know much about this hero, so you can check her out on guides and everything. Fizz, is it a he or it? But I don't know, but Fizz is one of the most recognizable champions in League of Legends. He's cute, swifty, he can gap close to his opponents with ease, a huge AP damage dealing assassin in a very small package. For me, he closely resembles to Guinevere from Mobile Legends. Guinevere 2 has great mobility and similar skills like Fizz. You can jump here, you can jump there. Her ulti is like a knockup. Playing Fizz requires practice. With his third skill, you can basically dodge any ability given that you can react in time. So if you're a player that has great mechanical skills, you should definitely try him out in mid during the release. Lux. She doesn't need an intro, right? You've probably seen her in a developer update video with global sniping capabilities. Oh my god. So she is a Eudora equivalent in Mobile Legends with Layla's ultimate on overdrive. Lux is a fun champion to master and she brings tons of burst potential if you land your skills. However, she does lack mobility to get in and out of fights. I think playing with Lux is fairly simple. Most of her skills are point and click. So if you combo your skills with your stun, the rest is literally history. Boom. Malphite is an interesting champion. He's really flexible. You can play him at mid, in the Baron lane, and support. Mostly he's being played as a Baron laner in League, but I'm including this in mid because he can literally eliminate anyone with an AP build. If you so choose to play him as a mid champion, you can combo it well with other heroes to maximize his ultimate. He does play a little bit like Grok from Mobile Legends, but he tends to suffer if you can't farm well with him. But if played correctly, there will be certain scenarios when AP Malphite can snowball so hard you feel like he's literally unstoppable. For this next champion, she plays exactly like Kagura. Orianna has the potential to solo carry the game. She possesses high damage capabilities with some defensive skills as well, along with lots of outplay potential. This is another champion that requires a huge amount of practice for its tough learning curve. If you're familiar with Kagura's playstyle, with Orianna you can zone and dominate in a lane, just like her first ability. Orianna's ultimate deals a lot of damage and pulls enemies as well as stunning them for a brief moment. So Orianna is a relatively high skill ceiling champion, so I wouldn't recommend anyone that's unfamiliar to play it in the early stages of Wild Rift. Next, we have one of the OG champions from League, Twisted Fate. He is really well known for his ability to flank and surprise enemies with his ultimate, along with his strong wave clear, decent DPS damage, and his farming potential from his passive. His strong presence in the map makes it so dangerous that the enemy not always, but most of the time they play around him. Although he has a global presence, apart from his ultimate, Twisted Fate tends to lack mobility skills against some matchup. And the closest I can relate him to is an unreleased champion called Luo Yi in Mobile Legends, and Harley. So Harley is able to dish out damage just like Twisted Fate. They have similar playstyle where both champions are able to transit in an area quickly. So Twisted Fate is a tough champion to play. Make sure you have great understanding of the map and enemy rotation, and with that I think you just win games just fine. He's flashy, he's deadly, and he's always lurking in the shadow. So Zed is iconic when it comes to higher IQ plays and highlights. High outplay potential and very elusive skills. He's a great damage dealing champion with strong wave clears, and you never really want to fight him alone without CC. Zed is able to create clones and dish out damage dealing abilities just like Hayabusa from Mobile Legends. Similar to Hayabusa, Zed is another high skill ceiling champion in Wild Rift, so make sure you prepare a ton of hours practicing his combos. It may look sick, it may look good, however, he is not really a teamfight champion kind of guy. Playing him requires a ton of knowledge and patience to quickly delete squishy heroes and vulnerable champions with a flank, and also without getting caught. So play him only if you're truly confident. Last on the list we have Ziggs. He is a modern day basketballer. You have his 3-point shot that can reach almost half of the map, his 2-point shot, and with this kit you're able to strategically zone out enemies with those long range abilities. Since his abilities are not targetable skills, it tends to be unreliable at times, so skill shots with high delay usually are easily avoidable if prediction is not your strong suit. So he's a unique champion, and there's no other heroes in Mobile Legends that I can match him to his playstyle. So we've come to the end of Wild Rift's Mid Champions Edition. This is a 5-part series, so if you appreciate the work I do, subscribe. I'll be definitely pushing out more content for the next few weeks, so stay tuned. And I'm still looking for people to join my Discord server in hopes of building a small community there, so we can discuss about Wild Rift, leaks, info, videos, memes. So I would really love to see you guys there, and I'll catch you real soon. Yeah, later.